Welcome to Zooplosion, Activity 6. So this is week 6, lesson 6. And the lesson is salvation only comes through God, and specifically Jesus. So we've got our opening activity, which is called Unfreeze Me Please. And Unfreeze Me Please is a freeze tag game, except there's kind of a trick to it. Normally in freeze tag, you'll have some people who are it, they'll be going around freezing people, but if someone else touches them, someone else running around, they're unfrozen. Well, in this case, we're only gonna have like 1 or 2 people who are able to unfreeze. Preferably 1, because that would make it more symbolic, that can unfreeze people. So we'll pick a few people to be freezers, or we'll run around like crazy. The freezers will be freezing people, but there's only 1 person that will be able to unfreeze the people by touching them. So what's going to happen is we'll have our unfreezer come by, but the kids have to ask the unfreezer to unfreeze them. The unfreezer can't just walk up and unfreeze them. The person actually has to invite them to unfreeze them. And the idea behind this is we're learning about Christ. We're learning about how he is the only way to salvation. And so it's the idea that this person who can unfreeze you is the only one that can help you. And you have to ask them for help. They're not just going to help you without asking. So that is Unfreeze Me Please. It should be crazy fun. And we'll see how that one goes for the opening activity for lesson 6. Now, our small group activity for lesson 6 is called Cross the Gap. Now, Cross the Gap, we're going to have some ropes provided for you. There'll be ropes of different lengths, and they'll probably just be something like yarn or string. But we'll provide you a bunch of different lengths, and we'll set it up so that each kid gets a string. Their goal is to be able to stand behind one line while you're standing across from them behind another line. They have to throw their rope to you, holding one end of it. They have to throw theirs to you, and if their rope can get to you, then you can pull them across to your side. The thing is, though, none of their ropes are going to reach. So we're going to make these ropes with the intention that none of them are going to be long enough to bridge this gap. However, you will have a rope that is plenty long that you're then going to bust out and throw across to them to get them across to you. So the idea behind this being that we cannot work out our own salvation all by ourselves. Like, Christ has to make that bridge for us to be saved. We can't do it on our own. So that is Cross the Gap, and I'm sure you'll say it a lot better than I just did, but that should be a really good object lesson for our small group activity for lesson 6.